Channel 7 Action News starts right now.
Breaking news from Cleveland, Ohio. A woman was taken to jail when obscene materials were found in her home by police. The woman claimed that the police had no search warrant to search her home, but they forcibly broke down her door and locked her upstairs in handcuffs while they searched her home. The court will have to decide whether or not Ms. Mapp, the suspect, should be convicted, even though she was supposedly searched without a warrant. Here's a clip of the police searching her home. Go.
Put your hands up, Miss Mapp. We have reason to believe that you have illegal materials and a fugitive in your home.
Do you have a search warrant?
No. We will give you one chance to let us in, or we're coming in forcefully.
You don't have a search warrant. You can't search my home! Ah! You can't do this. This is my Fourth Amendment right. The court will want to hear about this. You can't search me without a warrant. Yeah.
What's this?
You can't do this.
Aha! The courts will want to see this.
All rise for the Honorable Judge Tobin.
Court is now in session.
We now call Officer Garvin to the stand. Please raise your right hand and put your left hand on this magical book. Do you swear on the Book of Harry Potter to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help me Dumbledore?
I do.
What exactly happened when you visited Miss Mapp's home last Saturday, May 5th, 1957?
We received a tip earlier that week that Mrs. Mapp had dangerous objects and a fugitive bomber in her home. I visited her house, but she refused to let us in. I told Mrs. Mapp that if she didn't let me in, I would have to forcibly enter. She kept being belligerent, so I handcuffed her and I searched her home.
Do you have any evidence from your search of her home?
Yes, some obscene materials were found in a chest in her home.
Thank you. You can sit down now. We now call Miss Mapp to the stand. Please raise your right hand and place your left hand on this magical book. Do you swear on the Book of Harry Potter to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help me Dumbledore?
I do.
Miss Mapp, tell the jury your side of the story.
I was home last Saturday when I got a knock at my door. When I opened my door, Officer Garvin was standing there. She insisted on entering my home, but didn't show me any search warrant, so I wouldn't let her in. She kept insisting to let her in and started threatening she would force her way. I still wouldn't let her in, though, and she eventually roughly handcuffed me and locked me in a room in my own home while she illegally searched through my belongings.
Thank you. Please sit down.
The jury will now meet and make a final decision. The jury has decided that Ms. Mapp will be convicted for charges of having illegal objects in her home. They have decided this because although Officer Garvin intruded on Ms. Mapp's property without warrant, the illegal objects found in her home is reason enough to convict her. Case closed.
After Ms. Mapp's conviction, she filed for an appeal and was granted the appeal. Eventually, the case was taken to the Supreme Court. The objections of the dissenting opinion was that although there was evidence to convict her in her home, the constitutional right of the Fourth Amendment saying that no one can be searched without legal documentation or permission overrules the evidence. The case was ruled in Mrs. Mapp's favor in a vote of 6-3. All charges were lifted, and until the ruling of this case was decided, the right against illegal search and seizure had no methods to be enforced.
Juliet, watch me because I'll signal you because I forgot last time.
Okay.
Okay, Victoria, go.
Are you recording that?